Yo, what is going on, everybody? It's Juan Solo here with ASQD Gaming, and welcome back to the channel. Thank you all so much for tuning in today for another Ghost Recon Wildlands video. In today's video, we are going to be going over everything there is to know about the Fallen Ghost DLC that is actually coming out tomorrow at the making of this video, and it's going to be the second and final DLC of the Season Pass for Ghost Recon Wildlands. So we're going to be going over everything you guys need to know for when the DLC launches and all the details of what's going to be going on in the game after it launches. So the first thing, it will probably be released at 6 a.m. Eastern time tomorrow morning, which is basically about the same time as every other DLC, including the betas, including the actual game, except for the game that actually came out at midnight. But all the DLCs and all the updates and stuff usually go out at 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it'll probably stay that way with this game as well. So the Fallen Ghost is the final DLC, as you guys know, of the Season Pass, and what it is the ghosts are on their final mission to actually extract all the FBI agents and the other personnel out of the country, and they get shot down, and you are being pursued by mercenaries, and they are badasses. They're absolutely, crazy badasses, and they have better equipped gear, better weapons, and all that stuff than you do, which is kind of It is kind of strange because it's the mercenaries in Bolivia, and they're more well equipped than United States, ghosts. But hey, that is what it is. But there's going to be 4 different types of enemies that you're actually going to go up against, and there's armored enemies, elite snipers, jammers, and covert ops. And I covered this in one of my other videos. But the armored enemies are going to be very, very hard to take down at point-blank range because they have heavy-duty armor and bulletproof vests. So you're going to have to take them out with a headshot with a sniper rifle, or get up close enough. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to do a melee kill. I would assume that you would be able to. Next, we have the elite snipers. So if you guys ever played on the hardest difficulty, you know that if you get shot by a sniper in the current game, they pack a punch. They'll hurt you. If not, they'll put you down. And the elite snipers in this DLC are actually going to have a wider view angle, and they're actually going to be able to spot you from a lot further away. So in comparison, I'm honestly thinking it's going to be, if you guys have hunted down the Yeti, and basically when you aggro the Yeti, he's like 450 meters away and he can spot you. I honestly think that's going to be the exact same way that the elite snipers are going to be, which is going to make it very difficult when you're approaching bases and stuff like that, because they're going to be able to spot you from really far away. Next, we have the jammers. So these guys are just going to be basically mobile jammers. They're going to have this little jammer equipment that they carry around on their backpack, and it basically makes it so you cannot use your drone, you cannot use any of your electronic devices or anything like that. Honestly, I wish it would actually jam your radar, so then you wouldn't actually be able to see people until you killed these guys, which honestly would make the game very, very interesting. But I honestly don't know if they're going to go into that much depth with the jammer characters, but only time will tell. And lastly, we have the Covert Ops. So these guys have an actual optical camo netting that makes them invisible in light. And like by invisible, if any of you guys seen the Predator movies, how the Predator can basically turn invisible. And then also the Ghost Recon Future Soldier had an optical camo that basically made you invisible when you stood still or you were moving slowly. That's basically how it's going to be working with these guys. And the only thing is, it's actually going to make it quite easy. As long as you guys have the infrared or the thermal unlocked, the thermal vision, these guys are going to stand out like a sore thumb if you just flip over to the thermal vision, because you're still going to be able to see their silhouette, which honestly, that's probably what I'm going to be doing most of the time, just because that'll make it quite easy and you'll be able to find these guys, which kind of sort of defeats the purpose of them being there. But hey, if they're going to be invisible to the naked eye, I'm going to use every tool that I have to be able to find them without getting shot. So next, we're going to be going over the new weapons that are going to be coming to this DLC. Unfortunately, guys, these DLC weapons are not going to transfer over to the main game, so we're actually only going to be able to play these weapons in the Fallen Ghost DLC, which honestly, that's very, very upsetting. I wish they would have made it so that we could play with the new weapons in the actual full game, which honestly, like I said, I still don't know why Ubisoft did this, but hey, that is what it is. Maybe at some point they'll be putting some new weapons in the actual full game, or maybe not. Only time will tell. So the first one we have is, I'm actually going to pop an image up on screen here and have all the weapons that are going to be coming. So we have the crossbow, the PSG-1 sniper rifle, the BFG-50, the PDR, the MDR, and then the sixth one is going to be a melee weapon, which is the combat knife. So as of right now, there actually isn't a combat knife. When you go around and when you melee people, you break their necks or you basically knock them out. Now you're going to basically pull out a knife and you're going to stab those people and you're actually going to kill them, which honestly, I don't see why this wasn't in the game from the start, but that is what it is. But that is going to be in the game now. The PSG-1, I'm going to go over these real quick. The PSG-1 is a semi-automatic sniper rifle. That, you know, it's a decent sniper rifle. The BFG-50 is also technically a semi-automatic sniper rifle. It is basically a 50 caliber sniper rifle. Obviously the HTI is a 50 cal, and there's a whole slew of things that I could go on and on with this weapon, but I don't want to get too much hate. You know, the HTI is the only 50 caliber sniper that's in the game currently. Now we're going to be getting another one. The PDR is a bullpup SMG, which is kind of based off the Magpul PDR, which it kind of looks unique, and it should be a lot of fun getting a new SMG in the Fallen Ghost DLC, because I do use SMGs quite a lot now when I'm going around in bases, because they're actually much quieter than the assault rifles, so it does pay off when you're trying to be stealthy. And then we have the Mdr Assault Rifle, which also is a futuristic kind of looking bullpup assault rifle. And it should be a lot of fun. It looks pretty, I wouldn't say futuristic, but it does look very modern, and it looks really cool. And it should be kind of interesting to see how that works in the Fallen Ghost DLC. And like I was saying, with the combat knife, being able to actually melee people and stab them with a combat knife should be pretty interesting. And we are going to be getting some new drones. We are going to be getting 2 new drones that have a flashbang grenade basically equipped to the drone, which makes it like a flash drone or something like that, which really I don't see myself using that very often. And then there's an attack drone, which allows you to actually equip the drone with like a very small caliber machine gun, which that seems like it could pay off in some situations if you're totally getting overrun by enemies. And then also there is rumors of a Galil, because in some of the screenshots we did see a Galil Ace assault rifle, so actually that one is sort of confirmed, sort of not confirmed by the screenshots, but hopefully we will be seeing that weapon as well. New missions, there's going to be new types of missions and stuff. There's going to be 15 new main story missions and 4 new side mission types, and the new side mission types are Headhunter, Sabotage, Save the VIP, and Wild Tower. And it didn't really give us too much information on these, but these are going to be the 4 other side missions, along with there's going to be 15 main missions with, I believe, 4 bosses across 3 regions that you're going to have to take these guys down, similar to how the Narco Road DLC was. But this is going to be much more tactical, much more grounded, feeling like the game should be, and not like a bunch of racing and stuff like that. So it should be, you know, kind of basing around what Ghost Recon is meant to be. So honestly, it's going to be fun. Honestly, I'm pretty excited about it because, you know, I played the Narco Road DLC for about 40 minutes or so, and it wasn't very fun. You know, it didn't really feel like Ghost Recon Wildlands. It didn't feel like a tactical shooter at all, because it really kind of steered away from that with all the racing and all the, you know, the jumping and the boats and the monster trucks and all that kind of stuff like that. But this DLC does seem to be like it is going to be much more tactical, much more exactly how Ghost Recon should be, and I'm honestly really excited about this because I've already got the season pass. You know, I bought the gold edition of the game, and honestly I feel like we've been kind of let down by some of the DLC that's been released on this game, but hopefully the Fallen Ghost will be able to kind of bring it back and kind of give this game a little bit more of a life cycle, I guess. But as of this being released, according to Ubisoft in the DLC and the Season Pass and everything, they're not going to be adding more stuff with the Season Pass to the game. They're supposedly going to be adding a couple more ghost packs and some bug fixes and DLCs, a little bit here, a little bit there, just some cosmetic things and stuff like that. And then also we are going to be getting PvP at some point, but we have not got any release dates or any information more on that. Honestly, my personal opinion is if they were proud of the DLC PvP that they were making, they would have teased it or showed us something by now. And being the fact that they have not showed us anything yet, I'm a little bit worried, but hopefully it'll, you know, bring it in and it'll be fun, it'll be unique to Ghost Recon Wildlands, and it will be, you know, it'll be a tactical take on PvP. I honestly wish they would have did some sort of an open world PvP, but hey, you know, this game was all designed around a co-op experience, and you know, with this beautiful giant open world map that they supposedly spent over 5 years making this game, and then they're gonna, you know, shrink it down to like a 4v4 tactical PvP on very small maps. It seems like a wasted opportunity for Ubisoft. But you know, hey, you know, that is what it is. You know, I'm not a game creator, I'm just a content creator on YouTube, and I love it. And I thank you guys so much for all the support, especially with Ghost Recon Wildlands lately. But that is pretty much all for the video, guys. Sorry I rambled a little bit there at the end, but just going over everything you needed to know about the Ghost Recon Wildlands Fallen Ghost DLC that is releasing tomorrow at 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you guys enjoyed this video, guys, make sure to drop a like on it. It would be much appreciated. Also, if you are new around here, make sure to subscribe to stay up to date on everything there is Ghost Recon Wildlands. I will be trying to cover as many of the in-game details and stuff of the Fallen Ghost DLC. So thank you all so much for watching, and I will catch you guys later. Peace out.